From the All Indiana Podcast Network.
The All Indiana Podcast Network.
This is the News 8 Daily 8.
Now the latest news.
Kylie Conway has all the news you need to know.
And more.
Please stand by.
Now, here's Wish TV's Kylie Conway.
Hi, this is Kylie Conway, and this is the News 8 Daily 8 for Thursday, June 11th. Marion County leaders announced today the county will move to stage 4 of the state's Back on Track coronavirus plan next Friday, June 19th. Marion County Health Director Virginia Kane provided data that shows a consistent decline in positive COVID cases and hospitalizations. In March, Marion County saw its first confirmed COVID-19 case. Now, 3 months later, as many Hoosiers still hunkered down at home, the state and county slowly reopens. Today, Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett gave Marion County the green light to move ahead with Indiana's Back on Track reopening plan. That means you'll be able to go to movie theaters, bowling alleys, bars, nightclubs, museums, or the zoo at 50% capacity. You'll also be able to work out or go shopping in stores or malls at 100% capacity as long as you can socially distance. You'll also be able to have up to 75% capacity inside dining rooms and indoor worship services. As far as what we're seeing here in Indiana regarding the number of cases, it's very different than what numbers nationwide are saying. Johns Hopkins University data out this week, it shows Indiana is one of 20 states seeing cases go down. 12 states saw COVID cases rise by 50% or more in the past 2 weeks. And as far as the zoo getting the green light, it released a statement today saying, "We have a safe and smart plan to reopen for visitors. I know people are eager to return to the zoo, and I am confident we will provide a safe, healthy environment and a great experience." All right, so here's a checklist of what you need to know if you're wanting to visit. All guests and members must have a timed ticket. Got to buy that in advance. You can get that by going to the zoo's website, indianapoliszoo.com. Can't yet, though. It's not quite up and ready yet, but as soon as they release a specific date of reopening, that's when you can go online and buy those tickets. All right, back to the checklist. Zoo guests are urged to take their temperatures and perform health checks on their entire party before going to the zoo. If a guest has flu or cold-like symptoms or has a temperature of 100.4 or above, you're asked to stay home. Staff will wear masks. Guests are strongly encouraged to wear them as well. All transactions at the zoo are cashless. Visitors are required to wait at or in their vehicle until their timed entry ticket says they can come in. Parking is included with admission. Groups of visitors will be expected to follow the 6 feet of social distancing guidance. Indoor exhibits will offer one-way traffic only, and there will be strict limits on how many people can be in those exhibits at the same time. Additional hand sanitizer stations have been added throughout the zoo. The zoo will also disinfect and sanitize daily everything. Restrooms, trash cans, picnic tables, and handrails will be disinfected constantly all day long. Water fountains will be turned off. You're asked to bring your own water. The indoor cafe will be closed, but there will be some food service available from the outdoor takeout windows with limited menus. Zoo staff and volunteers will be monitored daily for temperature and will be sent home if they find they have one. Rides, playgrounds, overnight experiences will all initially be closed. Camps resume June 15th. And again, you can't purchase the tickets yet, so just wait on that date that the zoo announces that it will be reopening, and that's when you can go online and buy. A&E has canceled its Live PD show. It was a series that featured different police departments across the country, live in action. Lawrence police officers were regulars on the show. The department didn't want to talk to us on camera today, but did provide some comments. Officers said they've had a positive experience with the show over the past 2 seasons. Lawrence PD told us in the past that arrests went down and the city was quieter while the show filmed on Saturday nights. They say the show led to a spike in officers' social media pages as it humanized Lawrence police, so much so that officers like one sergeant, Charlie Kingery, went viral for doing a dance. Lawrence Mayor Steve Collier says officers still do have body cams on, so even if it's not being streamed to television sets, there's still a method of transparency and accountability. Live PD is the second police series to get yanked from schedules this week. First came Cops, the famous ride-along program that took viewers on wild police chases for over 30 years. A&E described Live PD as giving viewers unfettered and unfiltered live access inside a variety of the country's busiest police forces, both urban and rural, and the communities they patrol on a typical night. In a statement to CNN, A&E said, "This is a critical time in our nation's history, and we have made the decision to cease production on Live PD. Going forward, we will determine if there's a clear pathway to tell the stories of both the community and the police officers whose role it is to serve them." The network says it will now meet with community and civil rights leaders and police departments to determine the series' future. And the Marion County Prosecutor's Office is considering possible criminal charges against Indianapolis police officers who were caught on video hitting a woman with a baton. IMPD Police Chief Randall Taylor has said publicly that he believes the officers crossed a line, and now it appears prosecutors may agree. The video that caught the incident was captured by Wish TV's Richard Essex, reporting in his own words when he took the video on May 31st. It was after curfew and police were trying to clear the streets. Police ordered everyone to stop and get on the ground, and a few did. One woman, a 21-year-old who lives in Indianapolis, had her hands behind her back, her face covered. She stood still for a few seconds and then started to resist the officer's commands. As she attempted to break free, to that officer, you can hear another officer say, "Hit her." She was shot at least 3 times with rubber bullets and struck at least 5 times in the legs by 2 officers with batons. Another woman stood nearby yelling at police and was pushed backwards to the ground. Both women were held to the ground and restrained. Behind the commotion, you can see a man in a black sweatshirt on his knees and his arms held out to the side. At 1 minute and 45 seconds in the video, you can hear an officer say he has a handgun. Chief Taylor told the City County Council yesterday that he doesn't like what he sees in this video. Richard was actually able to speak to the woman in the video. She showed him the bruises and scrapes from the incident and said that she's just not ready to talk about it publicly yet. You can find that video on wishtv.com, as well as much more of Richard's reporting on all of this. And tomorrow, funeral services will begin for an Indianapolis man killed during the violent weekend of protests. A public visitation for Christopher Beatty will happen Friday at the Pavilion at Pan Am. It starts at noon. Guests will be required to wear a mask. A private funeral will be held on Saturday. It will be streamed live online, though. Beatty's family is asking for donations to the Chris Beatty Memorial Fund in lieu of flowers. We have much more information on all of this, how you can donate right now at wishtv.com. This has been your News 8 Daily 8. For Wish TV, I'm Kylie Conway, online at wishtv.com, and follow us on Facebook when you search Wish TV.
Check out more podcasts from the All Indiana Podcast Network now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.
allindianapodcastnetwork.com.